As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Usia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Will Amy's process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe? The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
Triggers down! Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Will Amy's process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe? The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
Something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
Something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
So you were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
Strider 1 crashed.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
Something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock.
ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
out here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes.
Locked on, Bandit.
How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
Enemy has a lock. Fox 2. There's an unknown on our route. We can't proceed. Locked on, Bandit. Attacking. Wait. General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaFarge are the real patriots. Onward! We're the only ones here on our side.
There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go. Archive away. Finish them we've shot. When the communication networks come back online.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a move war. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? LaFarge in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
They actually believe that using robots will put an end to bloodshed.
Target in gun range. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Got one on my ass.
You guys have opened the trial of the war, leading our country even further into ruin. On my target. Letting it rip.
Fire! Big fire! We're on your side, you idiot!
Sorry, gotta bail. We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Kruger Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong?
We're heading towards Cruiser Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Caution, caution.
Of a military group calling itself the Free Erosions. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. I've got a bad feeling.
Enemy's got a lock.
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that. Special detail. Now those guys are Roscoe's his people unit. Missile! Evade! Evade!
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Break fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah. Nowhere to see it.
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erosion military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
The drones aren't receiving my orders. Can I switch the UAVs to sway mode?
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good.
Unknown aircraft approaching.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erosion forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Listen up. From here on out, all aircraft are prohibited from taking off.
I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're Adrian or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lancaster.
The General is speaking with the commander. We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
General, we still have drones at our disposal. No response from these dogs. Please, watch out for future.
Target acquired. Critical escort objective destroyed. Mission failed. Abort mission.
Trigger's down!
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erosions. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. I've got a bad feeling.
Strider 1, we're shut down!
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erosions. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling. members of a military group calling itself the Free Agents.
Crying or playing.
Strider 1, bandit splashed.
UAVs are acting strange. Their autonomous mode must be bugged. It's not the drones that are faulty. It's this whole Charlie Foxtrot. Scratches on the tail. Yeah, those guys are part of those people unit.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling. Open fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Target destroyed by Strider 1. Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Longcaster. Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, we don't know where to see it.
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
Something.
Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron.
An armored vehicle's behind us. Insurgents. This vehicle is by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for it.
We're taking fire! Take care of them! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
Even in a time of war, it was a mistake to create something like a field trip.
So,
If a drone is acting suspiciously, shoot it down.
Missile. 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 Missile.
You radicals were so busy developing UAVs that you forgot to develop marine pilots. You are a disgrace. We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
understood.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Osean forces.
Missile. Missile.
There are even rumors of lethal units turning on them for allies. The main conflict continued. Regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle over stabilization of the nation. The Erusian government has defined these groups, along with those trying to independently make peace with Osean, as rebels. General, we still have drones in our disposal. It's too early for peace talks. Not only future, I have
Whistle away. Strider 1, target acquired. Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Missile.
There are unidentified aircraft in the drawbridge. Target destroyed by Strider 1.
Those guys shooting up there, aren't they both Oseans?
Missile.
Target locked.
Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit.
Stall warning.
There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Making IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to assassinate Harling and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
Pull up.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harlan's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
Surrender, foes, so be it!
If they don't respond, shoot them down!
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the general's day. Fingers down! Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the general's day.
The general's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
The drones aren't receiving my orders. Can't we switch the UAVs to slave mode?
Strider 1, target acquired.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing. Nice. Glad to see the Oseans attacking the radicals.
How's your last Longcaster? We're free and we're here to help.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Lead the rear to the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosted drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly. We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusia News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight. Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches. There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait. Unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Longcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit. That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell's going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm shooting them down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Target hit.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Big shots too. I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Don't miss. Aim carefully.
9. No good. Shit.
Strata 1, target acquired. Fox 2.
See a fighter. Just don't go. You plan on getting in my way. Bandit sighted.
Missile.
In gun range.
On my enemy's tail.
Missile.
They're in my way.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Fight. Breaking away. Taking evasive action.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... the drive. You're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Osean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Can't afford the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden.
Watch it. Enemy
Must be
attack.
accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault the looks crazy. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
5 bandits remaining. 4 bandits left.
Damn it! They don't have the drive they need.
Missile.
3 bandits to go.
Missile.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
It's not enough to be really functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. But when?
I've got a sitting duck here.
They're after the data, aren't they?
1 bandit to go. Strider 1, target acquired. You're almost out of special weaponry.
like to see?
Another story to tell my boy. Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopters flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Osean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Osean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, it's my fault. Listen, I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Osean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Osean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Osean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness."
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Farbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Fighter Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Osean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Lancaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Got a positive ID.
Our air support is here.
Target destroyed.
Update us on Tyler Island.
Could be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run. We're waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Target acquired.
Do me a favor, Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Osean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
Boots on the ground don't ignore people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Fighting against Erusians. Part of the fight. That we're all lined up. No, we're not too bad. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. You really don't want to think about it. No sign of letting up. Some Erusian bastards. It's a flagrant war crime. Take photos for evidence.
They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
To take back the mass transit. Supply ship munitions depot entirely combustible.
Do not fire on unidentified targets. You're risking friendly fire.
You're with us. From there.
Caution, missile. 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 Missile.
I just got the photograph. We'll head that gate. That's another 30 minutes. The men say they want to understand where Kendall and Papa Derek are going to it. We need help.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Strider 1, target destroyed.
We don't need to defeat them. Just delay their advance. Got it?
ID complete.
Bring the anti-tank missile. Hit that heavy armor in the front line. Don't stop.
I'll pursue you, Deep. We just need to buy some time. Hold them at bay until Operation Feeding Time. Pull them away from the mass driver.
Caution. Pull up.
Creating a dash. Our guys will take care of it.
Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks! Calling friendly burn! Take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hellhole! We need help while we're still up and running!
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Missile.
Can't we flank the enemy?
We're moving out! Leave the dead behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
Missile. Missile.
I count 12 dead bodies. The upper middle class.
points nearby, so they could be researchers and their family. Most likely, they were involved with Delta.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Help me! Gather all the wounded together.
Missile. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Missile.
Try to save your ammo. Lure them in and then fire at once.
Stall warning. Missile.
Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now?
Missile.
Send in a tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Stall warning. Missile.
Strider 3, launching missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. Missile.
Get the wounded out of here, hurry! If you let them through, we're as good as dead!
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Stall warning.
Target acquired.
Great! But will we make it in time?
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right, we leave the wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already.
It's the Osean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side? We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirm! The info is from Allied AWACS. Hold your fire! Roger. Who's to be followed?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
An explosion inside! Send in a countdown. The enemy's not stupid. They're after the supply ship. Do the countdown! There's still one arsenal bird left. Run the flying bombs. Then Rusia will have a fighting chance.
Missile.
Use cameras to track the supply ships. Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for. Getting the landing craft! Many thanks, Longcaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood. Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Missile.
Visual.
Like an eagle.
Missile. Missile.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Careful, these guys are coming.
I've been spiked.
Conspirators also have much to answer for.
On you. Strider 1, missile launched.
Enemy on your back.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time. Strider 1, target acquired.
Scram 2, attack field.
Target locked.
Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch.
Enemy has a beat on you.
Launch control. Launch readiness. Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Banshee time. Launch control. Roger that. Scram 2. On my target's tail.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile launched. Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away. Intercept those bombers.
Enemy pilot outclassed.
Target hit. Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Strider 2, Fox 2. They taken out the Taylor aircraft. Use extreme caution.
I'm behind my target.
This is Graham 7, Fox 2.
The bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now.
Bombs away! Bombs away! Radicals and Oceans can burn in hell.
Carpet bombing? They can't be serious. How many do they think they'll kill? We've lost contact with the Oceans on the island. We failed.
How did they get Strider 1?
Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP. This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. It's what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Target destroyed by Strider.
Roger. ID complete. Update us on Tyler Island.
There are two reports be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Strider 1, target eliminated. We're under attack! Cyclops 3, Fox 2.
Do me a favor, Longcaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
Target eliminated.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks.
It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit. Strider 1 crashed.
Let's help retreating Osean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Hey, it's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
There's more over here. The body detection goes part of the fight. Yeah, they're all lined up. If you see 3 sites, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! No, we're not too bad. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. We really don't want to think about it. Half of Erusian bastards. It's a fighting war crime! Take photos or evidence of that. I just got the photograph. Send that to me. Give us another 30 minutes. And then say they want to at least give the children a proper burial.
They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. My ship at the munitions depot is highly combustible.
Our guys even took out the enemy gear support. What do we do now? Get in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Don't pursue the team. We just need to buy some time. Hold them at bay until operation feeding time. Lure them away from the mass driver.
Don't let them in. Send them away.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Getting the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood. All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. Reports nearby so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely they were involved with Belka. You're with us! Can you see the enemy APC from there?
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Ambush, stay calm, reform the ranks! It's fine if we take a little damage. We need to finish this right now. Did it! We're moving out! Leave the dead behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
You're asking for friendly fire. ID your targets.
We can't afford to take any more damage. Get out there and do something!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target destroyed.
An explosion inside! Take the countdown. The enemy's not stupid. They're after the supply ship. Do the countdown! There's still one arsenal group left. If you can fill it full of bombs, then Erusia will have a fighting chance. Use cameras to track the supply ships.
Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for.
Thanks, but will we make it in time?
The landing ship is waiting for you.
Right. Leave the wounded. There's no guarantee it's a one-way ticket to hell.
It's the Osean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side? We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Confirmed. The info is for Allied AWACS. Hold your fire. Roger. What are we supposed to believe? Who can we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
Missile. Missile.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Missile.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
Missile.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you.
Visual.
Like an eagle.
Grammy locked on. Grammy, I've been hit by a missile.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Flight leader, all systems ready. We are go for launch. This is launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness.
Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Suicide.
Launch control. Launch.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Hang in there. This battle isn't over.
Call warning.
Attack this. I'm behind my target.
Missile. 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 Ammunition 0. Missile. Missile.
This is Gram 7. Attack failed.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time.
Gram 7 locked on target.
Target acquired.
Hostile behind me.
Missile.
Behind the enemy.
Missile.
Target locked.
Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile.
Confirm destroy.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Gram 7 locked on target.
Missile. Ammunition 0. Missile.
Behind the enemy.
Missile.
Target locked.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Intercept those bombers.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Continue with your mission.
Bring the anti-tank. Hit that heavy armor on the front line. Don't stop.
Target was not struck.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Help me! Gather all the wounded together.
squadron is demanding to be let into the base.
Shit. Those guys do some real dirty work.
Locked on. Missile away.
Echo 13. 2 tanks left, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
Hey you, dumbass with a scratches on his tail. Hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me? You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
I have a bit of intel for you. Share it if you can help these refugees. Count me in.
That's right.
Echo 13. All hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
We've destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she...
Use the smoke canister. And who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep? Not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile.
In gun range.
Missile.
Good job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Everyone knows it. No other reason.
Missile. Missile.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties. Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable. Cooling system is on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Give me intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
Can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it.
Missile.
All aircraft,
Missile.
remain on high alert. We got
Missile.
bandits incoming on radar.
Missile.
You're gonna have to forget about them for
Missile.
now. Focus on destroying that
Missile.
supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
Let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it. So they're trying to feed that giant monster of a bird. We can't let them complete their mission. Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down.
Don't overshoot.
We've recalculated the remaining time. 2 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
We're still in this.
Seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them!
Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. What? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him. Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that The rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But, what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. While we can't use all our aircraft to attack, the transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it. Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.